My name is Rachel, and they say I killed my husband. I loved him more than anything, but when he died, suddenly, grief wasn't the only thing I had to face. I lost my home, my friends, and my name. This is the story of how I survived when the whole world turned against me. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Please stay with me as I share the story of my life. If anything in my story speaks to you, feel free to leave a comment. Share your advice. I will be in the comment section for your advice. Don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, this is my story. I never thought my life would turn into a nightmare. For 8 years, Michael and I were husband and wife. We lived in a quiet suburb of Dallas, Texas. Our house wasn't huge, but it was ours, a single-story home with white shutters and a rose garden he planted for me on our first anniversary. We loved each other. At least, I know I loved him deeply. But the years we spent trying to have children cast a shadow over our marriage. Every holiday, his mother would ask with that fake smile, "So, when's the good news?" I would laugh it off, but deep inside, the question was a knife. Michael always told me, "You're enough for me, Rachel. We're enough." But I saw the way his relatives looked at me during family gatherings, like I was an incomplete puzzle piece. Still, we had our little rituals. Sunday breakfasts at the diner down the street. Summer evenings sitting on the porch swing. Late-night movie marathons. That was our love, and I thought it was unshakable. The day everything shattered. It was a rainy Tuesday in October when Michael collapsed at work. A heart attack, the doctor said. Just like that, he was gone. I remember sitting in that cold hospital hallway, my hands trembling, my heart refusing to believe what my ears had heard. When his mother arrived, she didn't hug me. She didn't cry with me. She just stared, her voice sharp. "You finally did it, didn't you?" I was too shocked to respond. 8 years you've been married. No children. And now he's dead. God is my witness, Rachel. You brought this on him. Her words burned through me. I thought it was grief talking. I was wrong. Stripped of dignity. At the funeral, I sat alone. Michael's family kept their distance. They didn't let me speak during the service. His mother planned everything without asking me, and when I tried to place flowers on his casket, she pulled my hand away. After the burial, she told me to pack up and leave Michael's house. I tried to explain that it was our marital home, but she said it belonged to the family, and that I was no longer family. Within a week, I was sleeping in my friend Lisa's spare bedroom, my clothes stuffed into 2 suitcases. The mortgage papers, the car title, everything we had shared, it was all in Michael's name. And without him, I was left with nothing. The cruel rumors. It didn't take long for whispers to spread around the neighborhood. At the grocery store, I overheard 2 women by the cereal aisle. "That's her, the barren wife who killed her husband." People I'd known for years crossed the street to avoid me. My boss at the small accounting firm started cutting my hours, saying things were slow. But I knew the truth. Clients didn't want me handling their money anymore. I cried every night. I wasn't just mourning Michael. I was mourning my entire life. Then, an unexpected friend. One cold evening, while I was walking home from the bus stop, I heard someone call my name. It was Mr. Jenkins, the elderly man who lived next door to our old house. He invited me in for tea. "I don't believe a word they're saying about you," he said. "I saw how you cared for Michael. Don't let them break you." That was the first time in weeks someone had spoken to me with kindness. It felt like sunlight on frozen skin. Fighting back. With Mr. Jenkins' encouragement, I reached out to a legal aid service. A young lawyer named Amanda took my case for free. She explained that as Michael's legal wife, I had rights his family had ignored. It took months of paperwork and court hearings, but slowly I began to reclaim what was mine. Not the house. I couldn't bear to live there again, but a small financial settlement from Michael's estate. Enough to start over. I learned to stand alone. I found a job at a small community library. The pay wasn't much, but it was peaceful. I rented a 1-bedroom apartment with a tiny balcony where I kept potted flowers, Michael's roses. Some nights, I still cried for him, but I stopped crying for their approval. The day I saw them again, almost a year later, I ran into Michael's sister at a grocery store. She looked me up and down, as if checking whether life had broken me. "Still alone?" she asked with a smirk. I smiled softly. Not alone. Just free. I walked away, my heart lighter than it had been in years. Lessons I learned. Looking back, I've learned more than I ever wanted to about people, grief, and survival. 1. Childlessness does not define a woman's worth. 2. Some people will use your weakest moments to destroy you, but they can't unless you let them. 3. Grief should bring people together, not tear them apart. 4. Kindness from strangers can heal wounds family leaves behind. My new garden. Today, I have a little plot in the community garden. Every spring, I plant roses in memory of Michael. And every time they bloom, I remember the love we shared, not the cruelty that followed. I am no longer the woman they whispered about.